Yeah.
And how did you like working with the ClickSlow?
I think fine. I'm not using it to its full potential yet. I've just scheduled or like plugged in posts that I think are ready for later,
Okay,
like
so let's
saved
look.
for later.
Let's look at what you got.
Okay. Host disabled participant screen sharing. Um, can you enable the screen sharing?
Yeah, I can. Hold on.
Okay.
For
Oh,
some
okay.
reason, I was gonna guide you through, but hold on. Let's let you do it.
Or you can. That's probably better.
Go ahead. No, I'll let you do it.
Mm, mhm.
Was this easier than creating content?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just like to go in, schedule, see it, and then put it into place and go to the bucket of content and pull it down. Is that an easier process for you?
Easier than making videos for sure.
Okay.
Videos are it's a whole thing. Okay.
So you can go to, okay, go ahead. See how you do it.
This okay, search for hosts. Why does it say 0? Oh, because I haven't done anything yet for the
So you got a calendar at the top.
or might need to log in again. Hold on.
This system was $500 just one time. Since the last time that I met with you, it went to $100 a month.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So maybe we won't be using it in the future.
Well,
Or
that's still a deal because like even like if you just got a social media planner, you're gonna spend about $40 a month. So this is gonna give you everything. So it's gonna be up to Sherry whatever she wants to get. So you go
right.
to Open Planner. If you go to Open Planner,
Okay, hold on.
see Open Planner over here. Can I write on the screen? Hold on. You see it right there? The calendar, go up
Calendar.
where it says, let me see, can I circle something on here? Let's see.
I see calendars.
It's no, okay, so those calendars are calendars. That's like seeing
Oh,
the,
just a calendar.
yeah, so go
Okay.
back to marketing and then go, it's kind of like on the right, it's on like the right-hand side where it says new post. And you see then where
Hmm.
it says, oh, there you go. Yeah, you're definitely gonna need a tool because it's just a whole lot easier. So this is the stuff that I plan for the Cyber Bears. Just go down and see where DCL, where you see your logo. Okay. And let's look at it.
I think I didn't put dates on a lot of the posts. I think I just put them in like save for later.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at that one first. Because I don't know where they would go if they would save for later. I haven't used that function yet, but we'll find it.
Good question. Good question.
Okay,
This
so
is
city design in smaller to mid-sized races can exacerbate environmental issues and limit mobility for multiple demographics. ADUs are independent dwelling units located on the same property as a single family home. They provide sustainable, affordable housing options for single individuals, people with disabilities, and senior citizens who are looking to age in place. ADUs contribute to small growth as they simultaneously lessen the sprawl and behold independence. ADUs have a potential to be a multifaceted urban planning solution. Okay, so that's good. That's good. You gave me some information and you and this a video that's there.
mhm.
So if I
Yeah, this
click
is a
on
video.
I go to the video. Now what campaign is this part of?
The Grant Street one.
Uh-huh. So what you want to do is you want to do a call to action in every Grant Street. Give to our newest project, Grant Street.
Okay.
And then you want to also have a link that links you back to whatever campaign, which is going to be your place where you're driving people to give. right?
If
Or a
I
link.
have a YouTube link though to an outside YouTube link, like, can I still, I'm not sure can I
Yeah,
still put in the
you can.
donation link? Okay.
Yeah, you can. So what you want, usually what I do is, because once you put in this link to YouTube, then it populated the video, right? And then what you can do is you can actually, after it says ADUs have the potential to be a multifaceted urban planning solution, then you would click, give now to our newest campaign. Or you can lead them to a landing page. It just depends on kind of what you feel is best for the funnel.
Okay.
Okay, so this is good. And how easy was it to do it with the bucket of content, as well as now figuring out where you were going to get the content from? Having the
I guess easy, just tedious, putting like copying and pasting over and over and over again. But I mean, I tried to upload it from a CSV file and it wouldn't let me do that. Too many factors that were different, I guess, in the pages. But yeah, it was fine. I'm just like, yeah, like sorting through the posts I composed and just thinking of like, actually, I don't think that is a good post. So,
Well, you don't want to overthink it, because what happens is, I mean, I know that you want to make sure that you have, you're releasing the right information, good information, but you want to remember that when you're doing the research. So the research piece is when you're creating that bucket of content, is where you're going to ponder whether or not this content is good or not. When you get to the copy paste piece, you just want to make sure that your picture kind of adds up to what you're copying and pasting. And there you go. Let's see, where did the rest of the stored information go? Let's go back to marketing.
that was a really good question. Where did it go when I put it in?
Save for later.
Yeah, total
Okay.
posts.
Emails, trigger, send feedback, open planning. Yeah, go to that settings button over there. And then social planning settings, and then let's go to the DCLT 76 days page. Click on the DCLT. Click
Oh, I
there.
can't. It
And
doesn't
that's
click.
the page group. Go down some more. Okay. Go to notifications. Select user should receive email notification on social media account. The connection has expired. Campaign, the social media have a drop down button.
This one?
Okay, let's create a new post. Let's go hit the back button. Total post 34, posts 10. Create a new post and let's see what happens. And then let's put some content in there.
It was just like, are we just looking for
Yeah,
where
where
it'll go? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Save for later. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Okay.
here we go. It's just down
Okay.
here.
Okay. So it's in your draft, but where are you? You're just in, okay. So you're in
I'm
draft.
just in social planner.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at some of your other posts. Because so what you want to do is you want to new beginnings in Durham.
Okay, let me see how I can open this.
Edit. Okay. Okay, so it was not, now sometimes it may not let you, in some of the social medias, I think that may be TikTok, it won't let you post it without a picture. So,
Yeah, I was trying to do you all's Thai video in this, and maybe it just didn't save. The one in the Zenfolio account.
Okay, so let's go there. And you know that I thought about it later. There's actually a whole nother campaign that's not titled DCLT. It's called Band Together. And this is when the students went out to the Band Together concert and pulled out some pretty important bigwigs to talk about affordable housing. So you may want to use some of that as well.
Oh my gosh, now I need to figure. Okay, no, this is okay. Whew, remembered. Mhm. Okay.
Now, when are you gonna start releasing some of this stuff?
TBD. TBD. Um,
You can't hold on to it.
okay. Some accomplishments.
This is just raw footage, I think.
This is the I'm looking for the actual
What are you looking for?
finished products, the finished videos that you all made. Year-end finished projects. No. NeighborWorks. I swear there was like there was a folder where you all had all these finished videos.
How many of them? How many of them was it? It may be in
Like
20.
5 or 6.
Um,
Pitch
pitch,
deck.
maybe, yeah, it's probably pitch deck.
Hmm. Yes, here we go. Hey, Ty in the Durham Freeway. This is the video.
And then go to the arrow.
Now for this, should I download the video and put it in natively?
No, you can share. You can hit the share button.
Mhm.
And then you copy the link.
The short link or the direct link?
I usually just do you want to do the copy paste this bit, you want to do that link for this platform. Different platforms take different links. And then put it above the yeah. Okay, and you know you can actually change the title if you want to, so it doesn't say pitch deck for Hey Ty and the Durham Freeway, but you know, however you want to do that. I usually
how do you change the title?
You actually would do it in Zenfolio, but Zenfolio takes a day. I mean, it's going to pick that title up for a minute because most times on the internet, it takes it 24 hours. And with these systems, it takes it about 24 hours for it to change. So but if you go to close and if you click on the bottom there, if you click on just where the type is.
Like edit details?
Maybe so. I usually just click, yeah. There you go. And maybe that might change it faster. Now, this stuff right here is like your SEO. And so you can change, you can actually put a caption in there for DCLT such that it is registering DCLT as much as you possibly can. You've already got that copy there that allows the search engines to pick it up and start to register it with DCLT, but that's going to make a difference and help you with search engine optimization, such that when I pull that report that I did for you guys the first time, and it was kind of low as far as what your numbers were, that kind of stuff will boost your numbers. Remember when we did
right. Was there another way you said to change the title? Because I think so the title is just Hey Ty and the Durham Freeway, and when I put it in ClickSlow, it populates the title as having like the folder name in it. Do you know how I would change that?
the folder name? What folder
Yeah,
name?
so it's saying DCLT pitch deck / Hey Ty and the Durham Freeway because it's including the name of the folder, which is DCLT pitch deck. And that's the
Okay.
part I'm
You probably want to upload. So if you want to get rid of all that stuff, just download it. And then if you download it and upload it, you don't have to worry about it coming back to Zenfolio to play. It'll play.
right.
Yeah. So you can also, but I don't know how that works with your system and but it's still easier than creating the video yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Okay, so you've started these. When are we going to go ahead and schedule them to run?
So I had asked Sherry about that, and she wanted it to be closer to when the project is kind of like kicking off, because they don't want to start like awareness and fundraising too early before there's any kind of like details set up. So I think some more like construction things need to be set in motion before we can put anything out there, really.
So you want what set in motion first?
Construction stuff.
Okay,
Like
so
more there's more things on the construction side that need to happen before we start like a real campaign for funding and awareness, because if all the details aren't figured out before we start spreading awareness about it, it could, I don't know. That's my
okay.
understanding of so I don't have a solid date. I'm thinking sometime later spring.
Okay, so then you've got this stuff scheduled. And so what we're going to do is we're going to continue to build the campaign. Okay, so you got it. So when you get the when you get the go button, you can go ahead and start to release it. But what I would add to it is kick it back to the funding page. So let's do that. Let's go into your software system.
Something I also remember I was having issues with was actually being able to upload graphics, like photos and videos, into the actual posts. Like it's like I'm trying to upload a file in here,
Okay, what file?
the MP4 file. Does it need to be a different type of file?
Let's see. The MP4 is the video file, right?
Yeah, and it's not uploading in there.
Sometimes these systems, it just depends. Like ClickSlow is not a Cadillac system. So let's try it again because it may be too big for this system.
Yeah, I might need to compress it. But this was another issue I was having earlier. Here, let me show you what I was trying to do. Okay, well, now I'm like stuck in a thing. Okay. Here. Okay, so I'm trying to.
And how many posts did you do?
Like 5. This was what I was trying to do here, and et cetera, picking this, and then I'm trying to get the pictures in it. and I'm like, well, what do I like? Do I link it,
Upload-
copy it to,
Double
well,
click.
upload file just takes me to my,
Yeah,
there we go. All I had to do was double click. Great. Okay.
double click.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that's how you get the pictures in. And it should, so you tried to put the videos in and they wouldn't work?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm
Yeah,
thinking maybe I need to compress the video files.
but if you compress the video files, you're going to distort what they look like.
Yeah.
I mean, so you can try it and see. But what happens is when you're in these systems, they are having to pay for how big the files get. So if you overload your files with video, which are huge files, it's like sometimes the systems won't allow you to do that. And this
Mhm.
may be one that's like that. Let's try to upload that video again. Did you just try it again?
Mm, let me see. I'll try. Okay. Here we go.
So that's a picture. So go back
Yeah.
to
Oh,
video. Yeah.
video. Here we go. Now let me see. This will. There we go. Now it's uploading.
Did it even give you a will last time?
No, I think last time I was just like, why is it not like nothing's even happening? Because I was clicking the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then let's try
Uh,
to double click it.
okay.
Yep, it's uploading. Okay. And so, but
Yeah, it doesn't have a thumbnail.
yeah, it doesn't have a thumbnail. Let's look. And it does have a thumbnail. It has the beginning. That's probably the beginning. Go back to that video. No, on Zoho. And play that video. Yeah, it picked it up before DCLT moved in. So that was the beginning part of that video was a white
Mhm.
screen for DCLT. Um,
Okay, I couldn't hear anything you just said. Sorry.
okay, so what happened was, so
Oh, the
it looked
volume's
like
not
it picked it up.
working.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can't hear
I
me?
can't hear you.
Okay, let's see what's going on. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me
Can you
now?
hear me?
I can hear you. Yep.
Hmm.
Let's see.
I feel like this happened last time too.
Um,
Well, I'll try leaving and coming back.
okay. Okay. Hmm.
Okay,
Can you hear me?
let's see. Still can't hear you.
Let me start. I'll start it over. I'll start it
Let me
over.
try taking out my headphones and seeing this does anything.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? No? Mute, unmute more. Renee, no?
Okay, how about now?
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So let's see. Okay, where were we? So you have, okay, so you now know how to use ClickSell. And so how many posts do you think that you're going to do per week for the campaign? And how long do you think you're going to run the campaign?
That's something I'll need to confer with Sherry about how in depth and frequent she wants this to be.
Okay. Okay. And so if you're going to run a campaign, you want to do it for say 6 weeks, maybe 3 or 4 times a week. You want everything, you want to link back to your campaign. What is it? Network for Good.
Our donation platform. Yeah.
Okay. So let's go into your donation platform. Let's go there. And can you share your screen with me? Let me see if I.
Yeah, I'm just loading the platform. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Here's Network for Good.
Okay. Now, have you created a giving page for it yet?
No.
Okay. So let's see. Go into your communication tool.
Which one do you want to look at? Email blasts?
Yeah. So your email blast is you putting your lead list in, and you do your newsletters from here?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And then they text you back?
No one, we don't have the text message feature on our package.
Okay. So that's where you would actually connect up a phone line with it?
Yeah, but we don't have that in our package.
Okay. What about direct mail?
Direct mail would be a way for us to do like like sending letters to specific donors, or like this one. I've never used direct mail with ours. Let's
Okay.
see what Kristen had done. Okay. So she sent these.
Okay, so there were thank you letters. This is follow-up letters, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and so let's go down to where it says actions. Go back to your direct mail. And what we're going to do next is we're going to look at pixels. So this is the science of it all. You start off with the marketing strategy, then you come in with a bucket and your marketing strategy is going to give you SMART goals. It's going to give you your target audience, and it's going to give you a bucket of content. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then from there, we go into the social media calendar, planning your content, right? And then so next we're going to come in with the funnels and being able to put different things on your website or either in this software that then you can track. So we're going to get into the funnels piece of it next and your tracking system next. And I'm trying to see whether or not, did we create the letters already? We're supposed to do that this time, right?
Letters for.
So go back to your software. These are letters that she's created. These are newsletters, but you just had one where the letter stated how much you guys raised as a benefit of this campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And go back to that letter. Okay. All right. And so go down to Dropbox where it says actions, the Dropbox actions. Okay. Go to setup options. Okay. Okay, choose file, update and say, okay. So go down to my tools, and what I'm looking to see is if it allows you to put a pixel in here. Go down to my tools, fundraising pages, donation pages, peer-to-peer campaign. Hold on, there you're clicking too fast. Go back to my tools again.
Oh, I thought you were saying you wanted me to. Okay, these are my tools.
Yeah, okay. So fundraising auctions give your supporters a better auction experience. Okay, so then come down to go to settings. Go back up to settings. Go to site settings. Go down. Link your, hold on, go back up. Link your page, link your logo to your website. Okay, keep going. Keep going down. Email address, branding, main logo, primary color, basic configuration, advanced digital scroll, yes. Okay.
I feel like I should add, allow, hold on. Are people not getting emails when they donate?
Well, I think I saw them listed as donors. Okay, hold on. Okay, there it is. I think I just saw it. Go down. Go back down. I think I just saw what I was looking for. I'm looking for hold on.
This
Donation. Okay, go down a little bit. I think I saw right here. Yep, Google Tag Manager ID. That's what we need. Okay.
Okay.
So this is what we're about to learn next, because this is going to be the science of everything. And today we're going to learn about Google Tag Managers and analytics. Have you ever heard of those two terms?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so we're about to learn about
analytics. Yeah.
Yes. So your Google Tag Manager ID is how you're going to start to track things. And so not only can you pull together a campaign and make people aware, you can now track people around the internet. So if people come to this page and they don't give, you can start to follow them around the internet and say, hey, you forgot to give, or hey, will you give, or show them more content. And this is where you're going to put your Google Tag Manager ID. And today we're going to talk about setting one up.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the science. And so I'm going to, if you could stop sharing, and then we'll go into, well, I guess go into your account. You go into your Learn Worlds account. Are you sleepy today?
My eyes are really dry from looking at the computer.
Looking at the computers?
Mhm.
When I'm editing, I have to take a day or two off. You can't do it. You can't do it all at one. I felt like that last night.
I don't know why I'm still getting, my phone is on do not disturb and it's still calling me.
You're the person sitting in the hot seat. They want a house.
They want a lot of things. Let's see. Okay, I'm in Learn Worlds. What am I looking for? Course.
So go ahead, share your screen with me
Oh,
so
wait,
we
no.
can look at.
Oh, sorry, I'm just scrolling down to get to the thing. Hold
Oh
on.
no, I'm don't have a problem.
Okay.
with that. So in this lesson, we're going to learn about Google we're going to learn about Google Tag and Google Analytics, the Tag Manager Analytics, and Google Pixels. And so what I want you to do between now and next time is to start a Google account, put the passwords in Zoho, and well, let's come down because we didn't go through the buyer's journey first. So let's look at that. Okay. So do you understand what a buyer, have you ever heard of a buyer's journey?
No,
Okay. So when you get ready to buy something nowadays, what do you do first?
I'm not sure what the answer is here. I would say go to the store.
I mean, like, okay, do you shop Amazon?
Not really. Try not to.
Really? So you shop local?
Yeah, I don't really like shopping online. I order stuff for us here.
Okay, so you order stuff for DCLT at work. Do you do any research online before you do that?
I use a lot of Office Depot because we got a credit card. I'm probably the worst person to ask this.
Okay.
I don't shop
Yeah.
online at all.
That's fine. That's fine. So nowadays when people get ready, like during COVID, I bought a lot of equipment. And so I bought it for my sofa. So I sat down and I watched a bunch of open box videos from YouTube. That's the first thing I did. Then I went to BH and I compared, and then I went online and I looked at reviews. And I did this for about 2 days before I actually purchased something and ordered it from Amazon.
Maybe
So
I should start doing this. Start doing instead of just going to Home Goods.
Yeah, so that's kind of how people are shopping nowadays. They go through the internet and they I mean, if you don't have a YouTube open box video, I'm not buying from you. I'm just not doing it. And so with this younger generation that really shops online, I mean, my children get stuff delivered to the house all the time with their allowance money, and they don't have to go anywhere, and they are just using their cell phones and having packages delivered all the time. And so that's what the buyer's journey is like now. And so now people where they used to pick up the phone book, or they used to go to the mall, Radio Shack, and go to a bunch of different stores and hear the salesperson, nowadays it's the information that you put out online is what influences the person's buying decisions. So whether it's reviews, whether it's testimonials, whether it's your open box video or the walkthrough of that new property you guys just did online, people are going to go online now to check you out. And so this is what the buyer's journey is about. So let's go ahead and play that video and see. And
okay. I'm shopping all wrong. I'm shopping like 2005.
Inbound, it's important to understand your potential customers, how they think, the answers they seek, and the path they tend to take to find a solution. Because audiences can vary widely based on industry and intent, understanding your buyer persona is the start of developing the buyer's journey. Only by understanding their unique process of becoming aware of their problem, considering solutions, and deciding on the right solution, will you be able to create a truly effective inbound strategy, packed with customer content that best supports their journey towards making a purchase. Your buyer's journey can look very different depending on factors like your industry, business model, product, pricing, and audience. Some business to consumer customers, for example, spend very little time in the consideration stage compared to business customers that require far more nurturing, engagement, and relationship development before a purchase is made. It all depends on your business. Regardless, your approach to creating your buyer's journey should be the same. Understand your buyer persona and develop each buyer's journey stage around your industry and persona's intent. Let's start with the first stage, the awareness stage. The awareness stage is when your prospect is experiencing and expressing symptoms of a problem or opportunity. They're doing educational research to more clearly understand, frame, and give name to their problem. The awareness stage does not mean that they are now aware of your business. At this point, they are just aware that they have a problem. Maybe they're ready to fire their existing process or know that their existing process just isn't working yet. If your prospect was to walk into a store and a sales clerk asked what help they're looking for, or even better, if your prospect uses a search engine, if they're in the awareness stage, they're using terms like troubleshoot, issue, resolve, risks, upgrade, improve, optimize, or prevent. Your buyer persona would describe the stage as I'm a buyer aware that I have a problem. Fill these in as if you were your buyer persona to better understand your buyer at this stage. I need to improve blank. I need to prevent blank. I need to start blank. I need to stop blank. I need to optimize blank. I need to solve blank. I need to learn more about blank. The terms that you start to insert are the phrases or keywords that your buyer persona would use to describe the awareness stage. This allows your brand to establish yourself as a reliable source of information to the buyer and allows your business to immediately follow up with information that will aid them in the second stage of the buyer's journey, the consideration stage. The consideration stage is arguably the most critical point in the buyer's journey because this is where the prospective customer starts eliminating solutions that aren't a good fit. At the consideration stage, your prospect has now clearly defined and given a name to their problem or opportunity. They're committed to researching and understanding all of the available approaches or methods to solving their defined problem or opportunity. This isn't the point that they are considering your business. They're considering the different solutions they have to solve their problem. Blogs are a great way to attract attention to your website, but they lack the personal engagement side of marketing and sales that helps businesses qualify prospects and nurture relationships. This kind of engagement is necessary, especially for people at this point of the buyer's journey. Your prospect uses solution terms in the consideration stage, like provider, service, supplier, tool, device, software, appliance, or a solution. For consideration stage, your buyer would say, I am a buyer considering how to solve my problem. Fill these as if you were your buyer persona. What tools are available for blank? What are blank industry solutions? What are my blank options? What blank options are there for blank? You'll start to notice that the terms used here are solution keywords. You aren't inserting your company name in here, but you might be inserting terms that you use to describe the solutions that you provide. This research will help your buyer decide on their solution and move into the decision stage. The decision stage is where your prospect has now decided on their solution strategy, method, or approach. This is where they might be compiling a long list of all available vendors and products in their given solution strategy. At this point, they're researching to whittle the long list down to a short list and ultimately make a final purchase decision. They might decide on the one that best meets their needs, or they might go with the solution they find first. They're using relevant terms like compare, versus, comparison, pros and cons, benchmarks, review, or test. To get in the mindset of your buyer persona at this stage, you can use the following. If they say, I am a buyer deciding on a specific product or vendor, or I am a buyer trying to make a decision between products and vendors. How would you fill these in as if you were your buyer persona? I need prices for blank. I need blank product specifics. I need proof blank works. I need evidence that blank. I need insurance that blank. A few things to note. Prospects, website visitors, or leads might interact with you for the first time in any of the different buyer's journey stages. But you need to be prepared for each and every stage. By taking the time to empathize with your buyer and thinking about that information that they need, you increase your chances of securing customers who are the right fit for your products or services. This will translate into a higher retention rate for your company, as well as promoters of your business who will help your business grow better. If the buyer's journey is a critical part of building out a content strategy that will work for your marketing, sales, and services, you might be asking yourself, what content is appropriate in
Okay, so this gives you an idea of what a buyer's journey is, the raise awareness, then the consideration, and then the actual for you guys giving. So you currently right now have a group of people that have already given, and all you have to do is go ask. So you run that campaign closer to that date because you know these are people going to give and they're just waiting for you to ask them for it. But now there's a new audience out here who don't know anything about DCLT. And what you want to do is you want to raise awareness even before the campaign starts so that they are familiar with what you do. They're familiar with who you serve, familiar with the impact in the organization. So that's the raising awareness. And then you want to kind of slowly move them from, okay, now that you know us and you've been seeing us on a consistent basis with this material, we want for you to start to consider giving us money. Okay, so then that part of it. And then you want to go into the, hey, can you give $50? Can you give $100? Can you give $1,000? Can you give $15,000? So let's go back to your Learn Worlds and let's look at what this looks like as far as a funnel is concerned.
Sales
funnel. Go back to sales funnel. So the campaign that you're going to run for people that's already given, that's already in that database of yours that has the donors there, is going to be different from new people that you're seeking out on the internet. You want to find new donors. So go back to So go back to buyer's journey and see if there was anything written on that page. Go down. Okay, so this is kind of what it looks like. So your awareness looks like videos, blog posts, social media posts, infographics, and quizzes. Consideration is that newsletter, the events, the white papers, and the webinars. And then decision is the case studies, pricing, and demos. That's the content. So when you're looking at content creation, everything that this is now how you have people that you make aware of you, how they kind of come into you. Consideration. So if they raise awareness, the first part will be what? Hey, sign on to our newsletter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the newsletter then gives them a deeper understanding of who you are from a more intimate level. And then the newsletter then may connect to events that's coming up, to white papers that actually talk about ADUs and elderly. And so now that they've given you their email address, you're now begin to engage with them on a deeper level directly to their email, such that you're cultivating a deeper relationship. And that's kind of what you want to do for this campaign. So you want to be able to create that content, get them over to give them your email address, and then getting them into being able to give for this campaign. Does that make sense?
I have a question. What are white papers?
White papers are what you looked up when you actually did your bucket of content.
So these are like articles and papers and okay, yeah.
Yep. And so your bucket of content came from white papers because you that's how you familiarize yourself with the industry. Case studies, are you familiar with that?
Yes. In our case, that would be like the videos of like those women from the design street, the design meeting,
Yep.
et
And then
cetera.
for even Selena's birthday, I mean her retirement party, I had no idea you guys were housing Ukrainian what do you call them?
Refugees.
I had no idea. Didn't know. And so that too is another area where there's the case study of the different populations of people that you guys are serving inside of DCLT. I just really thought low income. I mean, all the way around. I wasn't even thinking refugees. So that too is another something that can be written as far as a case study of who you guys are serving. Okay, so that's your buyer. So now does this idea of putting content together, do you now see the hierarchy of the type of content that you're going to put together that then gives you a deeper understanding that gets them to giving? And so the first thing that you want to do is you want to get them into your database so they get the newsletter. That will be your first KPI. And let's look at, so go down and you can read through this so you can get a deeper understanding of it. But this is how things are sold on the internet. Let's go to sales funnel. Okay. I'm gonna let you continue to work on or to read, I mean to go through this because we're almost at an hour. And then look at your sales template. So you're gonna define the problem you want to solve for your customers, define the goals. We've already done that. Okay, and so here is a sales letter template of kind of, and you already have that now inside of your software of Networking for Good. I'm quite sure you already have a letter to be able to distribute to people. So that's going to be part of your funnel. So now you got to say, how does my funnel look? And I would suggest the content that you have for raise awareness, and then a landing page. Or a landing page that just asks for the emails if they come to your content and they want to find more about it. So I want you to use ClickSo to put together a landing page for them to go into your newsletters.
Okay.
You have a landing page for that?
Are you talking about like the page on our website that is for like, there's a page on our website that's like join our newsletter, join our mailing list? Is that what you mean?
Yep. Is that the only thing on the page?
Yeah, I can show you what it looks like.
Look at that. So that's going to be part of your funnel.
So when you say adding that to ClickSlow, do you mean just the adding it into the posts, the link into the posts?
Well, yeah, okay, let's look at it first. Join our newsletter.
Join our newsletter, and then this is what it is.
Yep. So right now, that is what you're going to use. Because right now, Sherry is saying, hey, let's not run that campaign till it's time. So right now, your raise awareness is read more, sign up more, and then they come here and they come into your newsletter sign up.
So what I am doing this week is putting in this link to my existing posts.
Every last one of them, yes.
Okay.
And then you're gonna see how many new signups you have based upon how many posts that you created.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I need to deploy some social media posts.
Right.
Some
So
of
you
the
take-
Grand Street project ones, so I'm not saving them for
However, no, you don't have to, well, you've got, no, go to Band Together, go to your Zenfolio. Use Band Together. Sherry paid $2,000 for that. Use that.
Where is my Zenfolio? Maybe I X'd it out.
I would use Band Together. And if I was you, I would tag hashtag Band Together, because that's gonna get their attention. These are people talking about affordable housing, and these are some heavy hitters. This is Habitat for Humanity. This is Wake County. This is Durham Tech. This is Duke Energy. This is VIP at the Band Together concert.
Okay.
So all of these people are talking about how important affordable housing is.
So what I need to do is post these videos with our newsletter link.
And I would say something like, affordable housing, DCLT thinks affordable housing is important. If you think so too, sign up to our newsletter to see how you can help, or sign up to our newsletter to, get the instant news on housing in this area, and link them straight to the newsletter.
Okay.
And they're already done.
I'm wondering how many, but they should be shorter versions of these videos, right?
I mean, I ran one of these videos before, and people called me when I did that. So I think most of these are like at 1 minute. If you want to shorten them up, you can.
And how many of them should I post a week? How many of these posts should I make?
We'll let the science tell us. Let's do 3 first. Let's do 3 first. And you know what? I would interchange them. I would, if you want to cut them in half, then you would have 36.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
gotcha.
more work for you. That's more work for you.
Yeah.
So if I were you, I would just take the link, post them, because it's easy work, and then see what the numbers are saying as far as how many new newsletter recipients you have.
Okay.
So then you start to get a formula. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And what I would do is, since these people are very important, I would hashtag them to DCLT. Now, run this by Sherry before you do this, because I'm a radical, I take chances because I'm not DCLT, I'm just Tamisha Thomas. But you guys, run that by her and see, because it raises awareness and gets people over to your newsletter. And these are some important people. So if I were you, I would do a little homework and see who these people are, and hyperlink them in the video with like hashtag in their name.
Okay. Do these people, so did they give permission to be posted on social media?
I have media releases.
Okay, good.
Do you want the media releases? I
Yeah.
I think I sent them to Selena, but let's see.
Send it to me.
Okay. Let's see. Like this. Release forms. Okay, so while I'm looking up that, that's step 1, and then that won't take you very long to do. And then let's go back into your Learn Worlds and look at Google Analytics, Facebook Pixels, and Google Tag Manager. So let's go back in there and let's, I want you to set up a Google Analytics account and put the passwords in Zoho. So let's look at that real quick while we're on the phone.
Am I missing something? Is it up here? Attract organic traffic?
I can't see your screen.
Oh. Okay. Okay,
Okay, so go down to, okay, so here's a sales page. What we're not worrying about webinar. We're not going to do a landing page because you already have a newsletter page. And a thank you page. You already have a thank you page inside of your software that you have. So that'll be part of your campaign. So the first part of this campaign is increasing the number of people that we're going to add to your newsletter. So then go down to engage your audience and Google Tag Manager versus Google. Let's look at that. And hit the play button.
In this video, I will explain the main differences between Google Analytics and Google Tag Manager, and what does it mean for your tracking setup. Hey, my name is Julius, and welcome to Analytics Mania YouTube channel. If you're new here, I teach people how to work with Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics. So if you want to stay up to date with Google Analytics 4, consider subscribing. If you are just starting with Google Tag Manager, you might be wondering, what is the relationship between Google Analytics and Google Tag Manager? Honestly, this is a good question, and many beginners have it. In this video, I will explain the differences between two platforms, how they work, and then finally, how does this affect your conversion tracking in Google Analytics? Let's take a look. First, let's take a look at how we used Google Analytics before Google Tag Manager was popular. So let's say that you have a website and you want to track how your visitors are behaving on that website. So in that case, you have to ask a developer to install Google Analytics tracking code directly into the source code of the website. And based on the configuration that was done by your developer, Google Analytics tracking code will start sending data such as page views, clicks, purchases, and some other events to Google Analytics servers. And then after a while, you will start seeing some data in the Google Analytics reports. In fact, some businesses are doing their tracking setups this way till this day. And speaking of the reports, they might look something like this. This data is possible because Google Analytics tracking code is added on a website, and that tracking code sends some data to Google Analytics servers. In fact, speaking of what can add Google Analytics tracking codes to the website, as I've said, the answer is either a developer, but also it can be done with some plugin. For example, if you're working with a very popular e-commerce platform, let's say WooCommerce, Magento, Shopify, or something else, then it is possible that either of those platforms have built-in solutions that automatically send data to Google Analytics, or they support some plugins that can be quickly installed, and those plugins do the job. However, when it comes to the cooperation with developers, developers are very busy. And in many cases, they will not have enough time to quickly implement some tracking code that you need for your analytics or marketing. And speaking of the plugins, they are not very flexible, because if you want to have some customization, some modification, you will not be able to do that because the plugin functionality is quite static. Unless, of course, again, you involve your developers and they would try to edit the code of the plugin. That is why these problems and limitations gave birth to tools that are called tag management tools. And Google Tag Manager is one of them. So if you have a website, you could install Google Tag Manager, and you could then, with Google Tag Manager's interface, manage when certain tracking codes will be fired. So for example, you can configure Google Tag Manager to fire your Google Analytics tracking codes, and then that tracking code will send a particular event that you have configured to Google Analytics servers. And in fact, this applies not only to Google Analytics. You can also use Google Tag Manager for tools like Google Ads, Facebook Pixel, or something else. In a nutshell, Google Tag Manager lets you easily manage tracking codes, and Google Analytics is one of those tracking codes. So Google Tag Manager does not replace Google Analytics. Google Tag Manager enhances the process how you work with Google Analytics, or actually how you collect data with Google Analytics. So if we directly compare GTM versus Google Analytics, Google Analytics accepts data. Then after that data is accepted and processed, Google Analytics will start showing some data in reports, and you can slice that data from different angles. Or in other words, you can analyze data with Google Analytics. Now, Google Tag Manager serves a different purpose. GTM activates the codes that send the data to tools like Google Analytics, Facebook Pixel, maybe somewhere else. Then Google Tag Manager has no reports because Google Tag Manager is not a reporting tool. It is a tool that helps you send data to some other marketing and analytics platforms. That's why GTM is part of the data collection process, not of data analysis. Then another thing that sometimes also adds some confusion is events, because you already probably are familiar with the concept of Google Analytics events, but also sometimes you might hear things like Google Tag Manager events, and they are definitely not the same thing. Here I am in the preview mode of Google Tag Manager, and if you're new to GTM, then you can enable it by clicking the preview button right here. And on the left side of the preview mode, you will see messages or events, and sometimes they are called Google Tag Manager events. So these are the moments when you can fire your tags in Google Tag Manager. By the way, if I haven't mentioned that yet, a tag is a tracking code that can be activated on a page. So here we see moments like when Google Tag Manager container loaded, when the entire page loaded. Also, if I, let's say, click on some link, you will see that link click right here. And then you will see events from another page that loaded after I clicked the link. So these are Google Tag Manager events, but that does not mean that every event you see right here is sent to Google Analytics. In fact, only in small situations, only a small portion of events that are visible right here, they are somehow related to events that are sent to Google Analytics. In fact, if I click on any of the menu links on this website, and then I go to the preview mode and click this link click event, you will see that the Google Analytics 4 tag has fired. And this tag sent a Google Analytics event that will later be visible in the debug view of Google Analytics 4. And here is that event. So this is a Google Analytics event. Here we see Google Tag Manager events. And on one of the Google Tag Manager events, which was link click, we fired a tag that sent a Google Analytics event. So in total, what happened on that page is that on container loaded, we fired a Google Analytics 4 configuration tag that sent the page view event. And then on link click, we sent another Google Analytics event, which was menu link click. So we have basically on this page 2 Google Analytics events, and we have 6 Google Tag Manager events. Because, for example, on window loaded, we did not fire any tags, therefore no Google Analytics events were sent. And the final question that I wanted to address in this video is what about Google Analytics conversions? Because some beginners are confused about how Google Tag Manager affects the goal or conversion configuration in Google Analytics. So let's take a look. Let's say that we have a website, we have installed Google Tag Manager on that website, and based on our configuration, Google Analytics tags are.
Okay, so you can come back and watch this, but Google Tag Manager and Google Analytics, did he give you a clear picture of kind of what it does?
I might need to rewatch it a couple times.
Okay, so yeah, watch it a couple of times, but what it does, it allows you to put a tracking code on pages so that when you go to analytics, you can see what people are doing. Now, ClickSlow, the software that I just had to use, it does the same thing. So you can actually put triggers inside of your newsletter so that you'll know as people move through your system, how they are moving through your system. So everything that you put in ClickSlow is already going to do what you're about to do manually with Google Analytics. That's why I love the system. And it gives you a workflow too.
So am I using ClickSlow instead of Google Analytics?
No, because you currently have, because your website is not set up in ClickSlow right now. If you set your website up in ClickSlow, you could do it all. But because you're in WordPress, you've got to set up your tracking and put it on WordPress, on your WordPress pages.
Okay. So this is something I need to figure out on our WordPress.
Yep, and I put that in your lesson. So go back, and when you watch these lessons, and you don't have, I don't know if you wanted to do 2 weeks or if you wanted to do one, I set this up for 2 weeks.
What's set up for 2 weeks?
For your Google Analytics, it didn't really have to take you 2 weeks to do it. It's just, I'm giving you 2 lessons this week. So Google Analytics and your funnel. So go down to where it says set up Google Analytics on the next. So when you set up Google Analytics, this is, okay, so no, this is setting up the Google Analytics account. So you're gonna follow this and set up the Google Analytics account and then go, okay, and then Google Analytics to a site. So go all the way down on the page, on this page, on the actual page. Go down. Use your little tab on the side and go all the way down to the bottom. Yep, there you go. And so set up, okay, to a WordPress site. So it actually has it to a WordPress site at the bottom.
Okay.
No, go back. Keep going. I added the SOP for you. So keep going. Or did I put it in there? If I didn't put it in there, I'll add it to your lesson so you'll have that as well. So I make sure.
What's SOP?
Standard operating procedure. Yeah, I'll put the SOP in there for your for WordPress.
Okay.
Okay. So you are going to drive everybody to your newsletter with your current campaign, and you're going to set up your Google Analytics account, and then you're going to put your Google Analytics on your website. And we'll start there, and then next week you'll add the Facebook pixel.
Okay. I had a question because you said with my current campaign. So is this the post I've already drafted, or am I making new posts for the band with the band together content?
Okay, with your new post with the band together, and we'll keep everything because you did all the posts that you have done specifically went for Grant Street, right? So we'll keep that when we're asking directly for money. Right now, we're just going to raise awareness with band together because it's already there.
Okay, and so I'm making a new campaign.
Right. So we're gonna push that campaign out and try to get new email addresses inside of your newsletter so that we can have a more intimate exposure to what you're doing. And the way I've set my newsletter up directly, and we'll get into that that in the next class. We'll look at how you can actually set up the newsletter so such that it does that consideration thing, and it builds your audience to kind of love you and want to give to you.
Okay, great.
Okay. Do you feel like you're learning something? Okay. All right. So I will see you. So when do you want to plan the next meeting?
Let's see.
And I just sent over the likeness and release forms. Did you get that? See if you
I
got
did,
that.
yeah.
And do you see their names? I think that we did that. This is just my whole little database here of when we go out and we get like and release forms. I think we did that. What was that? 10 something? I'm trying to see what where the names are with this. I think
There's
that
a lot of people, a lot of responses in this, like hundreds.
yeah, I know.
But that's okay. I can do search and find.
Yeah, I think the date was like, I think the date was like 11 something, I think. Maybe what you want to do is pull up the concert and see what day it occurred and then find it by the date.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I see some November dates on here.
Okay, so when do you want to do the next meeting?
Let me look at the calendar. Okay, how is the 27th at this time?
Okay, that's good. 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you don't have too many more sessions to go, so, oh dear. Okay. At
Not
3
3 a.m. Come on.
p.m.
When would I do that? Okay, it is on the calendar.
Okay, and I'll put the Zoom link in there later.
Okay, great.
Okay, well, thank you, ma'am, and you have a good day.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good.
All right, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
All right, have a good one.